I agree with Apple saying, hey, you don't want to play by my game, by my rules, you're out.
Welcome to the Alejandro Velasquez Show. This is the Alejandro Velasquez Show, where we talk about gaming, entrepreneurship, and family. Welcome to the Alejandro Velasquez Show, where we talk about gaming, entrepreneurship, and family. And in this episode, we're going to be talking about the battle between Epic Games and Apple and how this could affect Fortnite. And today we got my co-host, my dad. How you doing?
Outstanding, man. I'm ready for the battle. Tell me, what's going on here with this free Fortnite hashtag?
Yeah, this is definitely something that's really interesting because Epic Games is battling Apple, which is one of the most, popular platform. Is it platform?
What, Epic Games?
No, Apple.
Apple
is a company.
Is the biggest
company
in the world. It's a $1 trillion company. So when I saw the hashtag, I asked you, I said, what's going on with the free Fortnite? Like, can you explain to me what's the battle about?
Yeah, so basically, if you guys don't know what Epic Games is it's what you get Fortnite from basically, and most PC players and console players go through Epic Games, but I believe that mobile players go through the App Store and they just download Fortnite from there. So Epic Games is basically the launcher, and it's basically like the backbone and basically the company, and Fortnite's the game. So
Epic Games is a mothership, or the company.
Yeah, and Epic Games
is
not just Epic Games is not just
where Fortnite is hosted, right?
Yeah, basically Epic Games is not just Fortnite. People just think like, oh, Epic Games, it's Fortnite, but it's way more other games. They have so much other games that people like. Well, Fortnite's one of their popularest games. People do play Epic Games.
Is it right now Fortnite still the number one game in the gaming industry?
I'm not
most
sure.
Profitable game?
I think it's definitely like the most one of the most popular, but I'm not sure it's number one right now.
But right now, I saw Epic Games is suing
right now,
Apple.
Yeah, it's definitely Fortnite is trending just because of this, and if they have like such a big name like Apple coming into the conversation, it's definitely gonna.
But why? What's it about? What's the fight about? What's the
so basically, they had I think about a day ago or 2 days ago now. They did a discount. Oh my gosh, a discount on V-Bucks. And what they did is price of 1,000 V-Bucks was basically $10.
And what do you get from the V-Bucks? So as
you
a
get
parent,
like in-game. It's like in-game currency.
So that's the currency on the games,
yeah,
right?
in-game currency. You buy skins. You can buy battle pass. You can buy etc. It buys you a lot of things in the games, but it's just cosmetics. And basically like what you wear, what your character looks like, and there's like an item shop. It's basically like in-game currency, right? So they did a discount, and where it was like a 20% discount, and you get to save and stuff like that. And I believe that Epic Games announced that they were going to do this.
So Epic Games was going to give a discount.
Yeah, give a discount, and they actually give a 20%
on
back
all their
V-Bucks.
V-Bucks.
So if you spent an X amount of money, you get 20% of that back.
So that's why I was hearing you and your sister going around and saying, hey, I got like 2,000 V-Bucks.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
So you got like 2,000. I was like, what are you talking about? These $2,000? Like, no, 2,000 V-Bucks, like virtual money, virtual
coins.
coins.
Basically it comes back to $20. You basically got $20 back.
So you got $20 from Epic Games as a loyal customer, because you spent a lot of money buying this V-Bucks. So it's a way for them to give you back some money.
And I told you, and I was like, I feel like they're doing this strategically. And my sister just got into gaming and stuff like that, and she plays on mobile, and it's not like she's never been a gamer and stuff like that. It was just the game was really fun. Her friends started playing it, so she said, okay, I'm gonna play it just because my friends are playing it. She actually really likes it now, and so the prices are always set to basically 100 V-Bucks is $1. So basically there was
so right now the currency was every dollar buys me 100 V-Bucks.
Yeah, and
right?
like in the when you buy stuff, they also give you like 2,000 extra. So it's like if you buy $100 worth of V-Bucks, it's 13,000 because they give you like a discount because you bought that $100 pack. You know what I'm saying? So the $100 pack right now is $85 because of that 20%.
So it's a
discount.
Deal because you're saving $20 on it. So how did Apple and Epic started to fight with each other? Like, what's the lawsuit about? What's the fight about?
Yeah, so basically what happened is it's not affecting PC or console players. It is only affecting the mobile community. And why it's affecting the mobile community is because they are connected through the Apple Store.
So the App Store. So they have to download.
They have to specifically go to the App Store and download Fortnite, basically, right? And I believe that when you purchase V-Bucks, it actually goes through the App Store because, all the, purchases and all of that go through the App Store. So on mobile, they made a system that you directly do it from the Epic Games website. And actually not even the website, through Fortnite itself. So through Epic Games directly. So you don't have to go through no third person things anymore.
If I download Fortnite from my phone and I'm buying V-Bucks, right?
Yeah.
Apple, because I'm downloading from the App Store, gets a percentage.
Yeah.
Right?
So Apple gets a percentage, which is 30%, and they get off of that. But basically, they cut Epic's percentage out of it because of this discount. And I don't think it was intentional, but they definitely got into some, trouble there.
So show me the video that I saw that you were.
Yeah. So basically, let me give a backstory about this.
How people in the gaming industry are fighting to free Fortnite, because now what has happened out of this is that Apple decided to take Fortnite out of the,
so basically what happened
Store.
is that, what they did is when people send screenshots on Twitter, post it and it goes viral, is that now they have two options. It says buy it directly from Epic Games or buy it through the App Store. And one is $7.99 and the other one is $9.99. So obviously any smart person would do $7.99.
So it's less money, right? You want to pay less.
So now Fortnite is now repelling and rebelling against Apple and saying, basically, why did you take us out of the App Store and now we're gonna rebel against you?
Because the App Store decided to take off Fortnite from
so
the
now
App
you
Store,
cannot,
and Apple decided to take Fortnite out of the App Store because they're not gonna compete, because if you sell it at a discount, it's not good for business. So now they took it out. So right now, as of this date, it's completely out of it.
As of this day, there is.
So show me the video. Let's watch the video that we saw.
Today, we celebrate the anniversary of the platform unification directives. For years, they have given us their songs, their labor, their dreams. In exchange, we have taken our tribute, our profits, our control. This power is ours and ours alone. We shall prevail.
So what it says on the screen is Epic Games has defied the Apple Store monopoly. In retaliation, Apple is blocking Fortnite from billions of devices. Join the fight to stop 2020 from becoming 1984.
1994. So have you watched because this commercial right here is exactly the same as when Apple was going against Macintosh. So play that video of Apple so you can see the similarities, because it's pretty much almost the same video, but I like the Fortnite take on it.
Today we celebrate the first glorious anniversary of the information purification directives.
See how similar that is? How is this?
Yeah, it
it's
looks
exactly the same.
A garden of pure ideology, where each worker may bloom, secure from the pests, obeying contradictory thoughts. Unification of thoughts is more powerful a weapon than any fleet or army on earth. We are one people, with one will, one resolve, one cause. Our enemies shall...
This is the commercial that broke through the innovation of computers. You know that?
really.
Because back then, IBM, look at this.
On January 24th, Apple Computer will introduce Macintosh. And you'll see why 1984 won't be like 1984.
So what I'm seeing is Fortnite is going against the monopoly, just like Apple was battling back then the monopoly that IBM had, that all those other computer companies had, and Macintosh, the Mac was going to be the innovator, wanted to break the monopoly.
Yeah, and I feel like Epic Games will. It's like a crazy battle because people are always saying that, you know, they always wanted to get, like, Epic Games always wanted to give back. And then now that they're giving back, something crazy like this happens, you know. And I feel like I told my dad, I'm like, this all started from discounts of V-Bucks, right? It all started from the in-game currency. And I said, why I think they did the discount is to get more players involved. And it's crazy because from trying to do that, they actually lost billions of players because of Apple. So it's like funny because it's like the irony is that they did the discount so people can, you know,
buy
into it. And then now there's billions of people that can't even get into the game.
But I think that this is a strategic way for Epic Games to actually start getting noticed because they knew, listen, I was a businessman. I go into a contract, and if I am signing a licensing agreement with a company that's going to promote my programs, my brand, and I have to pay him what Apple does, 30%, because Apple takes 30% of every app that is monetized in the App Store. That's their game. That's how they make money. That's how they make billions of dollars.
Yeah.
So the Epic Games knew what they were doing. What Epic Games is trying to do is break out of that agreement and go on their own. But there is I'm pretty sure that Apple had them sign a non-compete because that's a competition. You're competing. It's like I'm selling a product for $10. How could you sell your product for $8?
Yeah, exactly.
Doesn't make sense as
and
a
it's
business.
The same
it's
exact
the same product.
thing. Yeah.
It's the product. So it's silly that you said like people are gonna pay $10. No, I'm gonna buy $10. So that's why Apple is smart because said, okay, I'm not gonna play that game. I know my store. I have a mall. You're not gonna come sell the mall, and then it's imagine you have a mall, and in the mall they're selling the shoes at a certain price, but then right outside there is another retailer saying, hey, buy it at 20% discount. So it's not good for business. So I agree with Apple saying, hey, you don't want to play by my game, by my rules, you're out.
Exactly.
I believe that this could be a catastrophic blow to Fortnite because if you start looking at the stats, I bet you more money comes in from the App Store, from V-Bucks, because I see you and Abigail, right? Abigail is in the mobile device more, and she spends a lot of money on the V-Bucks, right? You are more strategic in the console, and you don't. You're in the computer, but you are more. You're playing the game to be better. She's playing the game to be entertained.
Yeah. So let me touch upon that. What he's saying is basically in my opinion, there's two sides to Fortnite. And there's two sides, which is called, one is casual players and two is competitive. So what I believe is that a lot of people do agree on me on this competitive side is that competitive players always are complaining and doing this. And I feel like they always, you know, clown Epic and always say like they're not listening to us. They bring unbalanced weapons. And Abby, like my sister, she's a casual player. I'm more of semi-competitive. Like I do play competitive. But competitive is like really competitive. You know what I'm saying? Like people get mad, they break stuff all the time. You know, and then Abby's like,
for the pro. You want to get better. I mean, you want to win the game.
Yeah, you want to win the game.
Entertainment is like, I don't care if I win the game. I'm just having fun with my friends.
Just having fun, exactly. So there was a newest update that it was with cars and music. And Abby, she was like, oh, I love the cars, you know, and stuff like that. And I didn't even know there was cars in the game. Because in competitive, you don't get like the fun stuff.
Because you don't care about the fun stuff.
Exactly.
You care about the win.
The cars,
you care about the win.
So, and I feel like with competitive players, why there's two sides and why they care about casual players more is because the casual players spend more time and more money on the game because on competitive wise, they give money. So it's like the analogy, if you want to touch on the analogy about the NFL, you can. But
put it this way, I was telling you earlier, is like if the NFL is only focusing on the players or even people who want to become players, I want to play the game, they won't make any money. Exactly. The NFL, they focus on the fans. They're millions of people that watch the game versus those who want to be a pro. Yeah. Because the money is in the masses. The money is in how do you get an Abigail or or somebody who's looking to be entertained to buy the product.
Yeah.
So the moment that you don't have that, I'll tell you right now, that could be the end of Fortnite. If Apple wins and says, you know what, I'm not gonna give you, that's it. Apple is a $1 trillion company. Apple is one of the biggest companies in the world. They have a lot of money to invest. They have a lot of money to fight court cases.
Yeah.
And Epic Games, even though it's a successful company,
is
picking a fight with a giant.
Yeah.
It's picking a fight with a giant. And plus,
I mean,
I
one
think-
thing I could say about this whole situation is definitely Fortnite is getting trending, and I think that's one of their plans. Is
Was that you think that was the plan?
Yeah,
just to kind
get
of
back
like
on top.
revive
Yeah.
Fortnite into like the
Definitely.
spotlight.
I definitely think that's like, they always have to think about the battle plan. You know what I'm saying? They always have to think of, when I think of this company, I think $1 million company probably. I'm not sure, trillion, definitely not Epic Games, but Apple.
Oh, it's $1 billion company. Epic Games is probably $1 billion company.
Probably $1 billion company. But, they're going against $1 trillion company. You know what I'm saying?
A whole different animal.
So,
It's
it's a whole different aspect. But with Fortnite, since they're a $1 billion company, I feel like what they're doing is they always, they're not dumb. They're not doing this to just say, like, if they lose. They're always going to see the pros and cons of them doing this. Is this worth us, fighting
advertisement.
this?
It's advertisement. They're probably, because look at this way, it's a 20%, it's a 30% discount that they will give in. If I bet you, and I probably could predict that Epic Games will just squash this with Apple, will go back to the App Store and pay the 30% again. But this whole publicity just reviving the name of Fortnite.
Exactly.
And that's, one of the things that you have to understand as an entrepreneur, as a kid that's looking to create business, what you want is people talking about your brand. What you want is people talking about your product. And sometimes, in the business world, we talk about being penny wise and dollar foolish, meaning we're focusing on the little money because we want to save a penny, and we're letting go of the dollars in the back end. So I'm thinking, from the Epic Games perspective, they're being penny wise and dollar foolish because partnering with Apple and allowing consumers to download, and that's just money. And if they want a discount and give it back, give it back and give the same price, give the discount in the App Store.
Yeah,
so people could actually, they have more.
Yeah, but the thing about that is that Apple didn't want the discount. They want to keep that 30%. They're like, why?
They earn it. They build them all. It's like you put it,
and
real
I feel
estate.
Like
it's like
Games,
you're telling me to rent your apartment for free.
Yeah,
I
feel like
rent.
Epic Games, like if they want to give back, they also have to give Apple their fair share. You know what I'm saying?
Because they build it. It's business.
Yeah,
it's business. And so then I see all the kids and all the hashtag like getting emotional about it. Number one rule in business is you can't let the emotions control you.
Definitely.
You gotta, and then the same thing in gaming, right? Like that. If you get upset when somebody shoots you, what happens?
Yeah, and it's so funny because we use this term in competitive. It's like, oh, this guy's so emotional because you can't. If you shoot a player and then he's like, oh, let me just go kill this guy, and then he's perfect position to win the game. Has everything that he needs, and then this one guy, and he's like, he gets his emotions like, oh, you want to shoot me? Okay, I'm gonna go battle you, and then he dies. And then the other guy dies because of, some random thing happens. It's like he get griefed. You know what I'm saying? Like the whole game, you guys both were idiots that he let his emotions get to him. And why do you had to push that guy?
I mean, and that's what the things that I teach all the time to my clients. Like emotions could betray you. Like if you're not aware of your emotions, if you let your emotions make bad business moves, bad decisions with family, bad decisions in life. So what I'm learning from this,
I feel like you have to be more strategic, and
you have to be strategic. And this was a strategic move from Epic Games too.
Yeah, definitely. They knew what they were doing, and I feel like they'll get back with Apple because they know the discount is not worth fighting a $1 trillion company. And I feel like Epic Games will win to a certain extent, but they'll win the battle, but they won't win the war. Definitely.
100%. And there's one cool thing that is coming out from this is I'm seeing how history tends to repeat itself. Apple was the Epic Games back in the days trying to free themselves. And now Fortnite is going against what Apple at the beginning was fighting against. So everything turns around, everything comes in full circle, man. That's what you can't, you can't say I would never do that because it always comes back to you. Definitely. And at the same time, Apple is a monopoly, but they built a monopoly. And we were just talking about how AT&T was a monopoly before, and Bell was forced by the government to become different companies. So as you learn through this, because in a young age you're still learning this, there's a lot of things in play. I mean, we talk about TikTok being banned by the government, right?
Oh yeah.
So in business, you can't control like all these things that the government does. You can't. You could anticipate them, but you can't predict them. Sometimes you have to be smart about where you make the moves. So so right now, what can players do to take advantage of this? What are you doing to take advantage of this right now?
I mean, right now I'm just saying like, right now as me, it's not affecting me as well. Actually, a little bit it did affect tournaments because yesterday the servers went down for 3 hours during a tournament that people were playing in for money. So people that were first were so mad because it's gone. All the hours, you know, basically they trained for this. It's called a cash cup. And basically in those cash cups, they got points, you know, earned those points. And players that maybe were going to get, you know, $800 off of this, they rescheduled it because the servers went down, which is crazy to me because, you know, this hashtag made the servers go down and made it trending that much that you know, Fortnite couldn't handle the servers. Definitely means that something's working, that the publicity
is like people are playing the game.
Yeah.
So this actually is giving them.
They're like, oh, hey,
giving them more
Fortnite?
customers.
Oh, I
Yeah.
remember that game from like years ago. Let me just see what it's all about now.
Awesome. So we'll see if this could be
We'll
the end of
definitely see.
Fortnite or this was a strategic move for Fortnite to get back into people's
And
minds.
I feel like whatever happens in this next 2 days is going to, you know, the pieces that they're going to play is definitely going to change. Thank you for watching the show. If you received any value, make sure to subscribe, comment, and share. Thank you for tuning into the show. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share.